Okay, the next concept is Kubernetes calculation of collapse load for standard cases. Calculation of collapse load for the standard cases. Next is calculation of collapse load for standard cases. Calculation of collapse load for standard cases. These are next topic, calculation of collapse load for the standard cases. Calculation of collapse load for the standard cases. So first case, simply supported beam, nothing but SSB, simply supported beam with center point load. So first case is simply supported beam with center point load. This is the first case. So this is a simply supported beam. So center is at C. So ACB is a simply supported beam, center point load. The total span is L and the load is placed at L by 2 from A and L by 2 from B. That is a simply supported beam with center point load. So in the calculation of collapse load, so we have to again recollect all the concepts what we have discussed so far. That is the number of plastic hinges required for collapse, and it means what is the formula for the number of plastic hinges, and then what is meant by principle of virtual work, and then locations of plastic hinge formation. So all these concepts we should recollect. So hope so far we have discussed the same things. Hope every concept for the calculation of collapse load is clear to you. Okay. So now I'll continue the calculation of collapse load. So the first step in the calculation of collapse load is we should calculate the DS. So first step is calculation of DS, degree of static indeterminacy. So for simply supported beam, what is the static indeterminacy for particular loading? So here two reactions. Why? Because the loading is vertical, only two reactions. So simply supported beam means hinged and roller, both sides hinged, or one side is hinged and another side is roller support. So whether it is hinged or roller support, if the loading is vertical, then the reactions offered by those supports are only in vertical direction. So what are the reactions? 2. So reactions is 2. So equations of equilibrium to be considered only sigma y equal to 0 and sigma m equal to 0. No need to consider sigma x equal to 0. There is a no horizontal load, so the no horizontal reaction. So if you use that equation also, no need of it in our analysis. No use. 0 ds is 1. That is the first step. So first step in the calculation of collapse load is finding out dfs. The second step is finding out number of plastic hinges required. So what are the number of plastic hinges? The formula, number of plastic hinges required formula is ds plus 1. So here ds is 0. Number of plastic hinges is 1. So after getting the number of plastic hinges, we have to locate the locations. Okay, we have to see the locations where the plastic hinges are going to form. So after knowing it, we have to see the location of the formation of plastic hinge. So where it will form. So we have discussed in detail where the plastic hinges are formed. So first, where the plastic hinges are formed, tell me those 5. So one is at the location of maximum bending moment, or at the rigid joint or fixed support, or at the or you can say under the point load, except or at the free end, and where the material changes, and then where the cross section changes. So these are the 5 cases where the chances are there for the formation of plastic hinge. So if you observe in the given beam where the plastic hinge may form, so plastic hinge may form here under the point load and bending moment. If you see the bending moment, simply support beam with center point load, the bending moment is triangular, maximum at center. So if you see first and third conditions, so first condition is where the maximum bending moment, third is under the point load. Both are at the same place or same location. Now the plastic hinge will form at C. So that's the third step. That's the third step. So after that is the second step. So first step is calculation of ds, and the second is calculation of number of plastic hinges required and the locations. Now third step is applying the principle of virtual work. So third step is principle of virtual work. So principle of virtual work is nothing but summation of external work done is equal to summation of internal work done. So after forming the plastic hinge, so it can form the mechanism. So how the mechanism it can form? So mechanism is nothing but rigid body translation or rotation. So mechanism is nothing but rigid body translation or rotation. So for this case, the mechanism will be like this. Agree? If you see here, the segment AC rotates in which direction? Theta. As the load is at center, so both the rotations are same. So it will rotate in clockwise direction. And it will rotate in which direction? The segment CB in anti-clockwise direction. Both are theta. So theta A, theta B equal to theta in this case. And here also the same rotation theta. So these are the steps in the calculation of collapse load. The first is calculation of ds, and then calculation of number of plastic hinges, and then location. After locating, we have to use principle of virtual work. So coming to this principle of virtual work, so as we discussed in the beginning itself, wherever the material reaches to the plastic state, there only the plastic hinge will form. At the location of plastic hinge only the plastic moment will develop. So plastic moment will not develop at all the locations. Clear? So plastic moment will develop only at the location of formation of plastic hinge. Agree? The reason, at that location only the material reaches to the plastic state. Once the material reaches to the plastic state, then only plastic hinge will form. It means at the location of plastic hinge only, once again I'm making it clear. At the location of plastic hinge only the MP, plastic moment will develop. So plastic moment will not develop at all the locations. So this is the mechanism, a deflected shape. So the when explaining the principle of virtual work, whatever the deflected shape I have drawn, that is parabolic or curvature shape, is elastic behavior. But this is a plastic behavior. So mechanism is nothing but plastic behavior, collapse. Agree? Now here the plastic moment should develop for making this theta 0. So here one theta, it should be in opposite direction, MP. So as this theta is in clockwise, so it should be in anti-clockwise. Here this theta is in anti-clockwise, the MP should be in clockwise. Agree? This is the internal work. Coming to the external work. So this load W as deflected or displaced the point C to C dash. How much it is? CC dash is delta. Okay, CC dash is delta. So now we know that from principle of virtual work done, external work is equal to internal work. So what is external work? So principle of virtual work done. So external work is equal to internal work. External work is equal to internal work. So what is external work done? External work done is by the external load, that is W. So W into delta, which are in the same direction. So internal work, they are opposite, that is why negative. So MP tries to make those two theta 0. So MP into theta plus theta. So finally delta. So how much the delta? See, this is as we discussed. So this is imaginary. So this CC dash is imaginary, which cannot be seen without naked eye. So we can write that delta is equal to how much? L by 2 theta. Okay, L by 2 theta. So these two, see, this is also an L by 2. So this AC dash is also an L by 2 and BC dash is also an L by 2. So we can say length of an arc. So length of an arc is nothing but R theta. So here R is L by 2 and theta is theta. So L by 2 theta. So how much it is? W delta is nothing but L by 2 theta. So it is 2 MP theta. Agree? Theta will get cancelled. So theta will get cancelled. So now how much the W collapse load? collapse load W. How much it is? 4 MP by L. 4 MP by L. So this is the collapse load. So collapse load for simply supported beam with center point load is 4 MP by L. So this is the procedure. Okay, this is the procedure of calculation of collapse load. So this is a procedure of calculation of collapse load for a beam. Okay, so here it is center simply support beam. So we are going to discuss furtherly. We are going to discuss for all the types of beams. Okay, for all the types of supports. The next second case. So once again repeating the steps. So first step is calculation of DS. Next step is calculation of required number of plastic hinges. So in that we have to locate after calculation of required number of plastic hinges. We have to locate them. After that, use the principle of virtual work. So finally we are going to get the collapse load. So as I said, our main aim is to calculate the collapse load in terms of plastic moment MP. So plastic moment is the internal moment carrying capacity or maximum internal moment carrying capacity or internal moment of resistance.